Welcome to Touching the Vision, your journey to creating a life filled with intention and purpose. Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back to Hey Aisha, my channel. It's Aisha, and this is day 3 of Touching the Vision. It's a series. Make sure you check the links in the description box for the previous days before you jump into this topic. Welcome back to everybody who's been here the whole time. We are diving into a discussion about vision board Feng Shui. And so we're going to learn about the Bagua map, a little bit of Feng Shui history, and also how vision boards can be optimized through Feng Shui, the organization, the planning, the harmony, the different elements, how that could really take your vision board to the next level. So I want to share a training that I did last month that's going to give you some of those insights. And there will be a mission for day 3 as well. So get into it. Let's go. We know that visioning is very important. Organizations pay consultants millions of dollars to come in and help them get their visioning straight. And we hear so many quotes throughout the years, like, without vision, there is no victory. That's like an ancient Roman quote. And in the Bible, I'm a believer. We hear that, the people perish because they don't have a vision. We hear that we are to write the vision and make it plain. So we have a lot of visions in our minds, but we don't always take the time to write them down, or we don't always take the time to get very clear on them, confirm them with God, and then lay them out in a way that we cannot forget the vision, in a way that keeps us focused on the vision in everything that we do every single day. And that's the only way we can really take the vision from a dream to a tangible reality, is through the habits that we create. And sometimes staying in the habit is hard. So that's why things like this, while we do daily practices, we do work to get better at things, we work out to get stronger. Vision boards and visioning and focusing on the goals are the mental exercises that we need to keep us in the game. So, is anybody familiar with Feng Shui? And maybe you've already heard about vision board Feng Shui throughout the years, because it's starting to get more and more popular. And so to that, I say, hopefully I help you remember some things you may have forgot, or maybe even present it in a new twist, in a way that you weren't necessarily always used to. Ancient Chinese times. So at least 3,500 years. And this approach, it involves arranging images, affirmations, and symbols in very specific ways. There are 9 categories on a grid in various areas, and there are life aspects attached to those areas. There are certain colors and placements that are supposed to activate those areas and align. Like if you're talking about decorating a space, it's supposed to align your house in a way where positive energy is constantly flowing, and then it lays the best environment for you to have a prosperous and successful life. In our conversation today, we are going to talk about Bagua mapping, the specific areas of life, intention, and personalization in creating a vision board, the best placement. And there's 2 folds to this placement aspect that we'll get into: color and element correspondence as well. And so that's going to be the majority of our conversation today. Let's finally and fully get into it, okay? Now, here is a high-level overview of the 9 different categories typically associated with the Bagua. And so here we go. This is my vision board for 2023. And I used a grid when I created this. I actually created my vision board in Canva, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later as well, too. I created my vision board in Canva, and the vision board grid, or the Bagua grid, is how I organized it. wealth and abundance, okay? We have fame and reputations, we have love and relationships, or just some people call it relationships, family and health, or sometimes it's referred to as family and new beginnings. We have the center, which is Tai Chi, and the center is often, it's quite often the religious focus. So if you don't believe in, Chinese or Tai Chi, that balance, the yin and yang, if you don't believe in that, then at the core, it would be your faith, whether it's Islam or Christianity. Your faith, the spiritual principles that guide you, need to be in the center, and you need to place things in the center of your vision board that relate to that or tied to that, and whatever images you choose to represent that. So you have children and creativity, you have wealth and success, you have career, and you have helpful people and travel. So let's delve into these a little bit deeper, and then also maybe talk about what types of things you could choose. Now, this is a personal choice. So what resonates for me might not resonate for you, but hopefully through this conversation, you'll get the juices flowing, and you'll be able to brainstorm on something that would represent things that resonate with you. But let's just walk through this really quickly. So here you'll notice that we have the road, the Bagua area, the life aspect, colors, and different things like that. I didn't put the elements in here, but we can, talk about that a little bit later. And then placement suggestions. So this is the top row of your vision board. If we go back to this previous section here, it would be right here, the top row of your vision board. Wealth and prosperity. This includes things of abundance and financial success. And the colors typically associated with this would be purple, blue, and red. Now, do you have to follow this exactly? You can put your own spin on it. Maybe these colors don't represent these things to you at all, right? Maybe gold and silver and purple represent that to you. You, at the end of the day, have to do what works best for you, because this is something that you are using to motivate you. But this is the methodology that's attached to the ancient practice of Feng Shui. So you should include symbols and images related to wealth and prosperity in the top left corner of your vision board. And so this chart that I've included in your workbook, it goes through every single section, and it tells you what each Bagua area is, the life aspect associated with it, the colors that are associated with that, and the placement of where you should put it on your vision board. Okay, so each section of the Bagua map, it represents a specific area of life. We see that here. Now, in the color scape in Feng Shui, each area of the Bagua map is associated with specific colors and elements like wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And when you create the vision board, incorporating these colors and elements can enhance the energy and focus on the respective life areas. So it's just like when we do the guided meditations, you want to see things that activate that creative part of your mind, that spiritual part of your mind, so that it really takes root. And it's again a mental exercise, so that you cannot let the things that you need to focus on in your vision slip away into the day-to-day operational obscurity, the challenges and the things that we face each day. So here we are in the middle here, and it's the same approach. We have our Bagua areas, the life aspects associated with them, and the various colors attached to each area, okay? So after you journal, you get really clear on your goals, and then you're ready to select images. I would suggest that before you even put anything on your vision board, you start going through this chart in your workbook and maybe writing out some images that you think represent these life aspects. And this is the bottom row with the Bagua areas in placement. This is in your packet. Just going back really quick, remember, whatever your faith is, it doesn't have to be Tai Chi if you do not relate to this. For me, it's Christianity, it's Jesus Christ. And so there I would expand this to include my value sets. Okay, so it's really important to personalize this so that it resonates with you and what you need. So that's it for day 3 of the Touching the Vision series. Remember, there are resources in the description box of this video. For example, the worksheet that I mentioned several times in the webinar, there's a link to that in the description box. Now you can print that out, mark it up. You could even use a digital version if you're a person who likes to use the markup tool digitally on your phone. Whatever works for you. Today's action item or mission is familiarize yourself with the areas of the Bagua map, and then think about the areas of your life that you are seeking to improve. What areas correlate with the Bagua map sections, the areas of your life that you want to improve most? Maybe you want to improve more in wealth and abundance, or family and health. But just sit and think about that. And as usual, I want you to journal everything. Voice memo, journal app on your phone, or good old-fashioned pen and paper. Additionally, I want you to start thinking about the images that you would select, the colors, the textures, the elements of your vision board that activate your creativity or energy in these areas. So start writing everything down, and I will see you tomorrow in the next section of Touching the Vision. Peace.